Hello everyone, this is astrologer Anu Sachdeva and I welcome you all to my channel. So today I'm going to talk about karmas of past life or prarabdh. You may have heard my first video and heard about this word. So today I'm going to be explaining this little more in detail to understand what is prarabdh and why. Of course we can improve it, but why you should not be unduly worried about it also. So what is prarabdh? This is actually our past life karmas which we have got in the form of our birth chart in this life. So if we have done good karmas, we get very good yogas. You might have heard of the Raj Yogas we have. And then there are few areas or concern areas, where we are not so strong. We call the weaknesses in our chart. So these are actually nothing else but maybe the past bad, karmas from the past life which have come with us. So what we need to understand here is, how this is to be read or understood as far as astrology is concerned, and how astrology can decode this for you. So for example, if you have accumulated good karmas, you will get all your needs fulfilled and a very comfortable house and a bed to sleep on with, no lack of material things. But if there are few, bad karmas also coming along, so sometimes what happens is, even with all the, material things that you have, you may not be able to sleep well, or you feel, worried, or something or the other is always nagging on your mind, wherein you don't have a very peaceful sleep. So the astrological guidance is to keep doing good karmas and suffer prarabdh for good or bad without complaints. So what I'm trying to say here is that whatever has come to you, just accept. Do not fight back. Do not question, why it is happening to me, because complaints are like appeals after a super court judgment has been given. So these complaints don't really help, but make you feel more miserable. So accept your fate, but continue working with hope. So that primarily means, that you need to just go on with your life without looking back towards what has come, what has not come. Of course, what has come is good, accept, but what is slightly weak, we can improve. It's as simple as that. But we need to put in efforts. Without efforts, nothing moves. So now the question arises, is prarabdh final, or can we improve its result in this life? If yes, then what has to be done? So I will tell you a small story here. अगर आप एक गाय को एक खूंटे से बांध दें और उसकी रस्सी करीब 10 मीटर लंबी रख दें, तो वह गाय 10 मीटर के बाहरी सर्कल तक घूम सकती है, उसका दायरा 10 मीटर का हो गया. लेकिन यही गाय अगर रस्सी को तोड़ने की कोशिश करेगी, जो नहीं हो पाएगा, और गुस्से में खूंटे पे ही चारों तरफ घूमती रहेगी, तो क्या होगा, रस्सी का दायरा मे बी वुड कम टू मे बी लेस देन 1 मीटर. So the moral of the story is, you are bound by your past life karmas. But if you stay calm and have faith in God's will, you can definitely improve your circumstances given at birth. Now this 10-meter thing is just an example. God may have given you 100 meters, 1,000 meters. So why, keep complaining and keep moving in circles that nothing will, nothing good will come of it. आपके साथ तो कुछ अच्छा होगा ही नहीं, आपका तो खराब है, आपके तो सब योग खराब है, आपके साथ कुछ अच्छा नहीं होगा. That is wrong. It is not like that, because God's will can change any time. And all these karmas which has come from past life are, exhaustible. For example, I have done certain karmas which will exhaust in the first 15 years of my life. So the first 15 years since my birth, I may feel a little down, things not going my way. But when these bad karmas are exhausted, you suddenly start rising. So you may find children, students who are very average, students really doing well in their professional life, and vice versa. There were some people who were born with, a silver spoon, but then later on they did not turn out to be so successful. So point here is, just go with the flow. God has bigger plans for you. So do not limit yourself to what is there. It is there as an indication that you need to work hard. You need to, keep doing your job. So this brings us actually, to the main teachings of Gita. कि कर्म किए जाओ और फल की इच्छा मत करो. It does not mean that you're working blindly, you're focusless, or it will come, even if I don't do any work, whatever has to come will come to me. No, it would not come to you, because effort also has to be put in. So phal to bhagwan hi denge. So no good deed done ever is ever wasted. So do not think that, if you're being kind to someone or you're doing something for someone without any material gains, so it has gone waste. No, it has not gone waste. It may come back to you at a later stage or immediately, again on based on God's will. But we this these are the things that you need to just follow. So normally what we do is, we forget God in times of happiness. That is, if a good dasha is running, we concentrate on enjoying that, and in that we can go wrong. Why? Because a bad fall normally comes after a good dasha. The reason for that was we were so busy enjoying our life that we forgot, to pray or to do anything good, because you kind of assumed and accepted that I am so lucky, everything will just go on running the way it is. So this is where the fallacies, and this is where you sometimes see people, really falling very steeply. So the good dasha was actually protecting us. But now, because the dasha has changed, the misery is acute because you did not, connect to God, or, did not do your prayers on time. So what happened was, when the bad dasha came, it just went down, suddenly everything kind of changed. So that is why whenever there's a change in dasha, whether Mahadasha, which is the main dasha, or the Antardasha. Now I'll tell you the difference between these two. Mahadashas are usually very long. So for example, Saturn Mahadasha is for 19 years. So it does not mean for 19 years the things would be static, bad or good. No, we have Antardashas. Now they are slightly smaller, portions which come in but also have an impact. But it is, it is working only under the direction of the Mahadasha. So Saturn will not lose its importance. But what will be modified is the Antardasha coming in. So that is why whenever Mahadasha or Antardasha changes, we need to be careful, because what may happen now and what do we need to do now. This is where astrology helps you. What exactly has to be done, because the relationship of the planet, the planets give us different relationship. I'll talk about that later. You need to now understand what is happening, what is my challenge, area, what I have to do, and then move ahead from that. तो अच्छी दशा में जब हम पूजा करना भूल जाते हैं और दशा बदलते ही तकलीफें आ जाती हैं, तो बेसिक मॉरल हियर इज, व्हेन यू हैविंग गुड टाइम्स, इवन देन प्रे टू गॉड, thank him every day for giving you what you have, and do your regular prayers. It's just a matter of few minutes every day. So here even evolved souls, now I'll explain what evolved souls is. These are people who continue doing good in bad dashas, good dashas, and still you find people suffering. So you may say, what has happened, they were doing all that, so why have they be, why should they be suffering? But these are people who are continuously doing their prayers, doing everything, but they're not complaining. They are suffering their prarabdha as well. So if you look back in the historical past, everyone has suffered. Everybody born in the human form has suffered. So were they very, very bad in their past life? No, there may have been certain, things which may have come traveling across, generations and across years. So there are, some stories which you can do, and maybe I can also tell you later. But the point is, you just go with it. Good or bad, accept it as a prasad and move on. Just move on, because in that case you are, kind of going with what God has planned for you. So they, these souls who are doing continuously good also suffer prarabdha, but they don't make noise and accept it. I have, heard a lot of people saying, why me? I have done no wrong to anyone. So maybe it's a pattern following you till you make amends, or the karma is exhausted. So maybe God is trying to teach you a lesson. For example, if you have bad relationship, somewhere your marriage is also not too great. And if God forbid you have a divorce, then the second partner that you get in your life may also turn out to be similar in some way. So what is happening here? Is my relationship quotient completely gone for a toss? Or maybe I need to learn a lesson and stop making the same mistakes. Maybe I'm being very judgmental. Maybe I'm being very harsh. So sometimes working on your own self works better than working on the partner or the, outside party. So we need to keep these things in mind and then go forward. So that ways you will not have too many problems in life. Now when we talk about, birth and rebirth, one word which is very, very common which comes is moksha. So what is moksha? Moksha is actually, freedom from rebirth. Now rebirth, because we have so much of suffering, and there are phases which are good and bad, so these kind of continue. So it's a freedom from rebirth. But here not only the physical body dies, but our astral body also dies. So that means हमारी आत्मा परमात्मा में लीन हो गई. But very few people actually have this opportunity, and but our main focus as individuals is actually to gain moksha. So keep doing better, because in every birth you're being evolved. If you continue doing good, your goodness quotient keeps on increasing. So move towards that, because we really don't know how many births we have been through or how many more are remaining. But then if you go with the idea that we have to improve and keep doing good, do whatever we can, not losing hope and not becoming very bitter in the process, then you're good. So wait for my next video to know more about this. Till then, have a great time, and don't forget to share and subscribe to my video, and also please press the bell icon. So see you all guys till next time. Bye bye.